The Andean region is one of the most biological diverse in Colombia, and it is exactly where the department of Caldas is situated. The department of Caldas lies between the Cauca and Magdalena rivers. It also flanks the central and western Andean mountain range, giving it the particularity of having very varied ecosystems. One can find perpetual snow, paramos, and dry forest. Caldas is very rich in birds, with around 870 bird species reported. Knowing that the importance of a species is conditioned by two factors, namely their endemic condition and their threat level, you also find 22 endemic, 34 almost endemic, and 123 endangered species. It is therefore one of the departments with higher endemism in the country. The greatest biodiversity is concentrated on the slopes of the north of the Andes, between 1,000 and 2,000 meters above sea level, surpassing the biogeographic Chocó and the Amazon. However, this region coincides with offering perfect conditions for growing coffee. Therefore, you find many coffee farms, being part of the famous coffee triangle, with the coffee culture deeply rooted in their inhabitants. One of the older birdwatching associations in Colombia is the SCO, Society of Ornithology of Caldas. During more than 30 years, this association has been leading birding activities around Caldas. Recently, the birding tourism has been promoted as one of the best conservation strategies for birds, given the high habitat transformation in the region. For this reason, they created the Avitourism Congress, which in 2018, during its 7th session, hosted the 8th South American Bird Fair, which was attended by 850 participants from 25 countries around the world. Among the best spots of birdwatching is Dynamo Birding Nature Reserve. It is one of the first bird lodges in Colombia, located in San Peregrino, approximately 30 minutes drive from Manizales, the capital of Caldas. Containing an area of 15 hectares and consisting of mainly dry forest, it is situated 1,225 meters above sea level and hosts hundreds of species of birds, mammals, reptiles, butterflies, and a variety of plants and trees with great facilities for bird photography. Another great place for birdwatching is just 3 kilometers from Manizales. The Rio Blanco Forest Reserve, a cloud forest where 372 different birds have been identified, of which 13 are endemic, 30 migratory, and 13 are threatened. Among the farms you can find Hacienda Venecia, a 100-year-old coffee farm where you can find coffee and chocolate experiences bonded with birding activities. Another one is Finca Romelia, Colors of Life, a family tourism project where visitors can take pleasure in observing more than 840 species of orchids, an interesting variety of bonsai, and around 216 species of birds, as well as citrus and avocado production crops. Paraíso Verde, a lodge near Manizales, inspired in the typical style of a coffee house with large corridors and railings around it, inhabits 200 species of birds and feeders, which are ideal for bird photography. Birds from aquatic ecosystems can be found at Cameguadua and La Esmeralda reservoirs. Cameguadua is located in the municipality of Chinchiná, 30 minutes from the city of Manizales, with 2 lakes. The northern lake is touristically accessible and the southern lake is for recovery. It has forest patches and isolated trees that make it an attraction, mainly for waterbirds. The Belt Pier is the perfect spot for bird photography. Finally, the best places for high mountain birds are the National Natural Park Los Nevados with Brisas, Tucurumbí, La Esperanza, whereas you find a platform for bird observation and photography. The thematic park Laguna Negra with an imposing lagoon and glacial origin, resting place for migratory species and wild ducks. Finally, the Termales del Ruiz Hotel, which is a private, hidden hotel with amazing spaces for rest and relaxation.